Black people aren't getting married as much. They're not building families as much. The whole independent thing has become like a epidemic in the black community. Everyone wants to be independent, do their own thing. I don't need a man. I don't need a woman. And I believe that we need to get past that. We need to come to a place where we're not pointing the finger at everybody for what they're doing and start pointing the finger at ourselves and realize that we are a part of the problem. So
I don't really know if this is my last time, but what I know is I'm feeling just fine. My life is like a red carpet, and I'm feeling like the richest millionaire. This is my local mayor, and I'm the biggest star around here.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber die trying. You see the thumbnail, you saw the clip. And self-awareness won't work in my opinion. Not right now in this era. One of the things the guy was talking about was how we like the independent thing. We like to be independent. We were taught to be independent. And part of this is skirting around the issue that, sometimes we keep, if it's a male-female thing, if it's females, we try to just add guys to it to soften the blow, but we really don't address the issue. So that's a problem. But the bigger problem of that is this. We are not self-aware. So, the idea of, it starts with the man in the mirror or the woman in the mirror, it's not going to work nowadays. Because there's a unity in people pointing the finger at the problem. If people used to say, what is the common denominator in all of your negative situations? That's you. So that means you were the issue in all those things. So if you have the same thing happening over and over and over again that is dysfunctional or detrimental, and it's in different places or different people, all those places and people can point at you. But sometimes we go, I'm going to just look inside. No, you're not. Most of us are not going to look inside, because we're going to look inside and say we're the hero in our own story. We're the victim in our own story. Everybody else is the villain in our own story. And the idea that, what did I do wrong? Because you see, in society, so many people who are lacking self-awareness, whether it's on purpose or by mistake on purpose. You get what I'm saying? So the idea that I'm going to look at me, no. You're going to look at you and tell yourself a lie to say that you did the right thing. That's why you see so many people with bad behavior justifying their bad behavior. Because when they look at themselves, they don't see nothing wrong. This is why you see so many people get surprised when other people are like, I ain't messing with you. No, I'm done with you. No, you're not a good person. That's why you hear so many people tell other people, I'm a good person. That was me making fun of the old phrase, if anybody who knows me knows that it's like, oh, here we go with this BS again. Because now we make it toxic and a traumatic experience for people to call you out on you being a problem. To the point that, and I might be twisted a little bit, but I'm making a point with this video. To the point where we should know by now, if I got to trust you to check yourself, you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. And that's just, what was that show? Oh man, I used to watch a show, Startup, with the black guy that was playing the Haitian, and that's real talk. Because a lot of us don't want to be wrong. And it's bad because we live in a society where people could be around you for an extended period of time, get to know your nature, know your character, and can be able to predict you to a T. And you'll go, no, that's not me. I ain't do that. I'm not like that. Or if they have you dead the rights and say, you don't do that, you're not like that. What about this, and this? Well, see what happened. I was going through something then, and what had happened when that one was, when the sun rose in the east and set in the west, it was too, it was hot when it was in the middle, and my brain got fried, so I didn't know what I was doing. And you don't know what I've been through, and you don't know what they did to me, because when you press people about their actions, they play stupid on purpose. What exactly did I say? What exactly did I do? What exactly did I say and do? At what time of day? On what day? Was it daylight savings, or was it fallback? Was it winter or summer solstice? When was the last lunar eclipse? Man, I was on my cycle. You a grown man, you don't have a cycle. Well, I was a trans. I identified as a woman last month, and I had a mood swing, and so you don't understand. We have that type of stuff going on. And it's an issue. So, wanting people to actually look at themselves and then handle their business with themselves and leave. No, and that's why most people go to therapy and need therapy, because they can't help themselves. Because some people can't admit that they're a problem. Some people just can't, like, oh yeah, and me, and I can say this just as a family member and a friend. I've been honest to the point where it's disrespectful to the person I'm being honest with. And what I mean is, if I know you, I'm gonna tell you, okay, I know you. You gonna do that, to the point, I never do that. You don't know what you're talking about. Then turn right around, do exactly what I said, because I'm watching you. I know you. I know your patterns. I've watched you, and I'm like, this is what you do. This is your MO. And one of my best friends that passed away years ago, he used to laugh at me about this story about this guy when we was in college, and he was having some relationship issues, and he wanted answers. And he came to us and he was asking, he was like, man, this is going on, that's going on, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what to do. I mean, if I could fix this, I would. And I told the guy, I ain't tell you exactly what I told him. I told him, hey man, you want some answers? You could do this, and this. But I know you, so I know you ain't gonna do none of that stuff. And you gonna do the opposite, because you're gonna do whatever you want to do. And when that don't work, don't come back over here asking, what can you do? Well, how can you fix it? Because you already been told, but you're not gonna do it, because I know you. And he used to crack up about that story, because what did the dude do? He did the complete opposite, because he didn't want to do that. And it didn't work. And then he tried to come back, and my homeboy was dying laughing, because he was like, because me being me, didn't I tell you don't come back over here with that? I knew you. I already knew you. We know what you do. And that's what I mean. That's the normal person nowadays in our community. Look at how kids are being parented. The parents don't take responsibility for their own actions, and the kids do stuff, and they're not going to take responsibility for their own actions. And people are willing to fight to not be responsible for their own action or accountable for their own actions. So people are being parented that way. And ironically, if you want to even add the family court enables this behavior. So it only makes it worse. But you tell me what you think about it. Like, share, subscribe, or die. Try and catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, know I gave you everything I had.